Hello everyone, welcome back to Jikook Diaries channel. Los Angeles has always had a certain charm, warm sunsets, buzzing paparazzi, and an energy that never sleeps. But when Jungkook and Jimin, the beloved duo from BTS known as Jikook, step foot in the city, that charm transforms into something more electric, more mysterious, and undeniably emotional. What was supposed to be just another overseas schedule turned into a whirlwind of whispers, sightings, and revelations that sent the fandom into absolute overdrive. The moment fans got wind that both Jungkook and Jimin had been touched down in LA around the same time, speculation exploded. Social media timelines lit up with screenshots from arrival gates, photos of black vans pulling up at luxury hotels, and blurry but somehow soul-shaking images of two familiar figures walking side by side late at night. Are they really there for work? Or was something more personal unfolding behind the scenes? Rumors began swirling almost immediately. First came the so-called fake dates, carefully staged outings, strategically leaked photos of each of them at different locations with other people. A dinner here, a coffee shop stop there. But fans weren't convinced. The timelines didn't add up. The expressions felt forced. And the energy? It just didn't match. It felt like someone was trying too hard to throw people off the scent of something real. And Jikook shippers know better than to trust surface-level stories when it comes to these two. Then came the secret meetings. No paparazzi shots this time, just silent clues dropped like breadcrumbs. Coordinated Instagram stories with matching lighting. A behind-the-scenes video where Jimin's laugh echoed just as Jungkook turned off camera. Fans caught a glimpse of the same drink cup on both their tables in two separate posts. Coincidence? Maybe to some. But to those who have followed their journey, it was yet another quiet moment of intimacy, carefully protected from the world, yet not hidden enough to go unnoticed by those who truly see. And just when everyone thought the LA trip would be defined by teasing posts and ambiguous sightings, the big surprise dropped. Out of nowhere, a fan account released a video that seemed to have slipped through the cracks of celebrity privacy. Jimin and Jungkook, walking side by side down a quiet LA street. No masks, no staff, just the two of them in casual clothes. Jungkook was carrying a takeout bag, and Jimin was laughing softly, nudging him in the arm. They looked completely unbothered, lost in their own world. And it wasn't staged. It wasn't meant to be seen. That's what made it hit so much harder. It wasn't just a surprise. It was a moment that felt like truth breaking through all the noise. No glam, no schedule, no performance. Just Jikook as they are. That night, hashtags exploded worldwide. Jikook in LA trended in over 30 countries. Fans dissected every frame, reading between every movement, decoding what kind of comfort and closeness existed between them. Some cried, some screamed, others just stared at their screens in silence, feeling the weight of something unspoken but incredibly present. But perhaps what struck fans most deeply wasn't just that singular video, but everything around it: the build-up, the silence, the tension in the air as the fandom collectively held its breath. It was the way the shadows played on the street as they walked side by side. The way Jimin's smile felt like sunlight piercing through clouds, and the way Jungkook instinctively turned to him mid-laugh, like he'd done it 1,000 times before. These were not just idols in a foreign city. These were two souls moving in tandem, even when the world wasn't supposed to be watching. As the days passed and both quietly returned to Seoul, the questions remained. Are those fake dates really distractions? Who coordinated them and why? What were those secret meetings truly about? Future projects, shared memories, or something even more personal? And that surprise moment, was it an accident or a quiet act of rebellion against the endless pressure to hide? The LA trip may have only lasted days, but the impact stretched far beyond that. It reignited passion in fans who had felt distant. It brought new ones into the fold, drawn in by the tenderness they witnessed. And most importantly, it reminded everyone why they fell in love with Jikook in the first place, not because of spectacle, but because of sincerity. One fan wrote in a now viral thread, "You can't fake comfort like that. You can't fake the way someone naturally moves towards someone else like gravity." Another shared, "Even if they never confirm anything, this was enough. I felt something real." That's the magic of moments like this. They don't require explanation. They simply live inside the hearts of those who witnessed them. And as the days grew quieter again, as schedules picked up and content flowed in from different directions, the LA chapter nestled itself gently into the Jikook timeline. Not the loudest, not the flashiest, but perhaps the most intimate. A reminder that sometimes the greatest love stories aren't found on stages or screens, but in alleys lit by streetlights, in shared meals, and in stolen seconds between obligations. Fans began memorializing the trip in fan art, in fanfics, in soft edits that paired laughter with sunsets and background music that felt like longing and hope woven into melody. The video of that walk, though brief, became almost sacred. It was replayed, slowed down, recolored, cherished. Because it wasn't just content, it was evidence of presence, of care, of something more. And so, as this LA arc closes, what remains is not a definitive answer but a gentle knowing that somewhere in between the fake headlines and the real moments, there's a thread tying Jungkook and Jimin together. Maybe it's friendship, maybe it's more, maybe it's something they don't even have words for yet. But whatever it is, it's strong, it's beautiful, and it's theirs. To the fans, this chapter was a gift, a whisper that said, "We're still here, still us, still something you can believe in." Whatever the truth may be, one thing is undeniable. Los Angeles will never forget this Jikook chapter. Not because of the noise, but because of the soft, fleeting moments that spoke louder than any headline ever could. And fans? They're not just watching anymore. They're listening with hearts wide open. And there you have it, Jikook's unforgettable LA journey, filled with swirling rumors, hidden moments, and a surprise that touched hearts around the world. Whether it was all carefully planned or just a glimpse into something real and raw, one thing's for sure: their bond continues to leave us breathless. Thanks for watching today's episode on Jikook Diaries. If you felt even a spark from this story, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, because every little moment between Jungkook and Jimin is a story worth telling. And who knows, the next chapter might be even closer than we think. Until next time, keep your heart open and your notifications on. This journey is far from over. Purple heart sparkles.